The discussion section in a research dissertation is a critical component where the researcher interprets and analyzes the findings presented in the previous reporting results section. Only presenting the results is not sufficient in research thesis. The author needs to explain the significance of the results. More elaborate commentary on the results is normally present to the discussion section with supporting studies to justify/validate the findings. The explanation of this section confirms whether the author meets the objectives or not. While writing a discussion section, writers compare the results of their study with previous research as well as speculate on the explanations for such findings. Offering explanations, findings interpretation, and suggesting implications are the most common elements for conducting the research to make the discussion section of the scientific report effective, interesting, and relevant. The primary purpose of the discussion chapter is to provide an in-depth understanding of the research findings, their significance, and their implications. Here's an overview of what this chapter typically includes. 1. Interpretation of findings. Begin by interpreting the research findings in light of the research questions or objectives. Explain the meaning and significance of the results and consider how they align with the existing literature. Identify any patterns, relationships, or trends that emerged from the data analysis. 2. Comparison with previous studies. Compare the findings with previous studies discussed in the literature review. Discuss areas of agreement, disagreement, or divergence between the current research and existing knowledge. Explain how the findings contribute to, extend, or challenge the existing literature. Identify any gaps or limitations in the current research and suggest future research directions. 3. Addressing research questions/objectives. Discuss how the findings address the research questions or objectives stated in the introduction. Evaluate whether the results provide clear answers to the research questions or if further investigation is needed. Explain how the research has contributed to advancing knowledge in the field or addressing the research problem. 4. Explanation and analysis. Provide a detailed explanation and analysis of the findings. Explore potential underlying mechanisms, causal relationships, or contextual factors that may have influenced the results. Consider alternative explanations or factors that could account for the observed patterns or phenomena. Discuss any unexpected or contradictory findings and propose possible explanations. 5. Limitations and constraints. Acknowledge and discuss the limitations and constraints of the research. Address any methodological limitations, sample limitations, or other factors that may have impacted the validity or generalizability of the findings. Reflect on the implications of these limitations and how they may have influenced the interpretation of the results. 6. Implications and applications. Discuss the broader implications of the findings. Consider the practical, theoretical, or policy implications of the research. Explore how the findings can be applied or utilized in real-world contexts or how they contribute to theoretical frameworks. Discuss any potential benefits, risks, or ethical considerations associated with the findings. 7. Conclusions. Summarize the key points discussed in the section and draw overall conclusions based on the findings. Restate the significance of the research and its contributions to the field. Emphasize the implications and potential impact of the findings. The discussion section provides an opportunity to critically analyze and interpret the research findings, drawing connections between the results and the broader research context. It demonstrates the researcher's ability to synthesize and make sense of the data, evaluate their significance, and contribute to the existing body of knowledge in the field. Copy and paste the following command and guidelines, given in description box, to generate the discussion section of the manuscript using ChatGPT. Guidelines: highlight surprising, unexpected, or inconclusive results. Relate the findings in the context of supporting literature. Critically analyzes the results. Interpret and implicate the finding effectively. Discuss the limitations of this results. Suggest future research directions. Command: write a discussion chapter on results of research topic for scientific thesis using the above guidelines with journal scientific terms. Thanks for watching.